John set his notes down over here.
Private plane keeps flying over. I know.
You're Mama, you're the 10 to 15 minutes. You can see that it's just not going to happen for a while. All 3 flyovers have to be done before we go.
You know what? Just there.
Jeffrey has a sheet of what they are. Let him read that.
I think they are.
Just read this.
It's on the back of yours.
On the back of this? Oh. Okay, right. Here it is. Courtesy of the pioneer. F-16. Okay, yeah, but there's 3. Okay. F-16 Falcon, Jeffrey Tracy Sky, 915. I love what you're doing. Yes, I love it. Thank you. And their plane, dude, goes. How fast is that plane going to fly over? This is like crazy, right? It could be here in seconds. We're done today. We should take a picture of this. Can we take a picture of this company briefly now that we're done today? All of us just do a picture. Do you remember?
I'll remember.
Oh, I love that.
So, hey, dude, if it gets slow and we're not doing a major thing, like I already asked the guy on the end, he's got his brats, he's cooking them.
Wouldn't that be that way then?
They're curving around. Right now they're over to
Okay. Wait, can I see?
I'll go if you go. I have to ask Diane.
Yeah.
You know what I can't. She's in the
I do your family thing. So they're going to work their way around.
All right. Walmart.
Any siding?
Huh?
Any siding flight?
I see one, but they're not out here yet. They're rearing up. They're going to come from this way. They're going to come this way.
They're coming this way?
I don't know what they're doing. They're orbiting right now.
That looks like something.
Are you gonna put that on? They're not even going like the parade route.
Well, no, they did the whole big parade route.
I'm gonna tell you something that was weird.
I am.
I could never see them coming. I couldn't see them.
I was gonna say you're missing it.
Did you get them?
The 2025 Kiwanis LaPorte 4th of July Parade is sponsored by Raymond and Spence Insurance, Duneland Media, Monosol, LaPorte Economic Advancement Partnership, Caritas Clothing and Lettering, Big B Coffee, LaPorte County Convention and Visitors Bureau, Verdine Auto Body, Fankers Furniture, Danny's Fireworks, Friedman and Associates, A Whole World of Good, Apex Muffler and Brake Auto Repair Shop, Mayor Tom Dermody, Hawkins Print Shop, and Give Kids the World.
Thank you so much. Full tilt, video games, free drinks. Happy Independence Day. Poppers. We don't want to buy some poppers, do we? How about some heart-shaped sunglasses? We're waiting.
All right, Don Varda here with Greg Hawkins, the owner of Hawkins Print Shop. Greg, first of all, a huge thank you from everybody here at the Slicer Network. You've supported us throughout the years. You do all of our printing for everything we do. You let us come here today. We really appreciate it.
You're very welcome. We're just glad to be part of this great parade. It's a staple in the community every year. People come out and support it. It's a great event.
Greg, you're a business owner here. You've had your business for over 45 years. Can you talk about your work in the community? You do so many things for so many people. Can you just talk about it a little bit?
Well, we feel it's very important. I mean, we do a lot of nonprofit work, and of course, all the good commercial customers we have in town. And it's a great community. We all support each other, and that's why we've maintained our shop for 45 years. We feel like it's important to be part of the community.
Greg, thank you very much. Appreciate you joining us today for the parade.
You're welcome. Enjoy your day.
I got a cool idea. When I say welcome to the LaPorte Slicer Network presentation of the parade, have Rylie on that banner. Show that banner for 4 seconds. Have Rylie on it. Chase is going to shoot us. The first thing I'm going to say, welcome to the, I'm going to say welcome to the LaPorte Slicer Network presentation of the LaPorte parade, and have Rylie on that banner. And then come to us. And then come to us. You could. I don't know if they're going to come back or not. I couldn't even see them. I can't see shit. I even put the viewfinder on. I can't see shit. Oh, that was them.
They're coming back right now. Oh, wait. Varda! Varda! Evie, you got it?
Mics are on. All right, good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the LaPorte Slicer Network's presentation of the Kiwanis 4th of July Parade in LaPorte. Don, we got to start out with some thank yous. First of all, to Trudy Menke and Kiwanis.
Oh, Kiwanis does such a great job. They actually start the preparation the day after this parade. We can't thank them enough.
And Avery, Hawkins Print Shop, just opening their doors to us today.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's going to be a great time here, and we're very lucky to have their help with this, giving us the power that we need, and put on a great show for our fans tonight.
Don, let's talk about this community that sets up these tents days early. So much happening. You see them there on our screen, the parents with their children. LaPorte loves this parade.
Yeah, this is the 79th annual parade, and I'm telling you what, man, I'm excited after that flyover.
Incredible.
Outstanding flyover. There's going to be estimated 60,000 people here today, so let's get this thing rocking and rolling.
And Avery, they were heating up early, weren't they?
They were, and I was actually working a baseball tournament yesterday, and one of the stories was a family came in and asked me, what time does the parade start? What time does the parade start? And this was yesterday, July 3rd. And I'm like, I believe it starts at 10 a.m. tomorrow. And they're like, tomorrow? People are already out there today and everything. You sure it's not today? I'm like, yeah, LaPorte loves their parade. I mean, it starts tomorrow on July 4th. And that's how early people were here, at 4 a.m. yesterday. That's how special these spots are going to be.
You know, Don, we were talking earlier before we went on the air about the special people in this parade, and it's a big year for the armed forces. And first you have Charles Martin coming through.
Yeah, honorary representative through the Kiwanis for the LaPorte Parade today. He served in many different locations in France, in Vietnam, and many organizations he belongs to, AMVETS, the Legion, VFW, a pillar of this community, and we're just proud to have him as a honorary Grand Marshal.
Yeah, and we're going to try to run out on the street and get interviews with all of them. And Avery, we also talked about this. What a special thing to have Dr. D. McDonald here, a LaPorte High School graduate.
Yeah, and not only a LaPorte High School graduate, but a LaPorte state champion. He was a starting catcher for the baseball team in 2000 when they won the state championship. And it's always nice to have someone come back home like that, especially a big guy like the president of Bethel. And, you know, that's a big accomplishment. And having that back home, that's always special.
And Don, you know, our Grand Marshal this year, Maggie Sparks, the president and founder of the Unity Foundation, we were both working around Michigan City when they started it. I clearly remember it. What a job that Unity Foundation has done for students and for grant writing.
It's amazing. Since 1982, they've raised over $55 million and $29 million in grants, and they do so much for kids and community. We just can't thank her enough for being part of this.
And it's amazing with the widespread coverage they have, Avery, because they built money. You talked about them raising hundreds of millions of dollars. It was big. But Avery, think about, you know, my tennis player who gets a scholarship after she graduates and all the things they cover. The Susan Heminger scholarship, one of our students got this year. That's all Unity.
Yeah, and, you know, they're all here to help. That's the main purpose. I've seen a lot of backstory of, I can't afford college, but I really want to go. I really want to advance my career in life and everything like that, but I just don't have the money. And stuff like that, it comes in clutch. And that's really when you see the bright side of people and how they help.
And I do want to talk about our crew really quickly as the parade is just down the street. It's going to start coming over once the police clear the route. Mitchell Moss, our director today. I mean, Mitchell's just done a tremendous job. I could spend the next 2 hours talking about all the things he's done. Don Decker here. Don, great to have you with us again, my friend. We've been doing this a long time.
Oh, it's a pleasure. It's a blessing to do these parades, and I'm just happy that everybody's out here. There's a buzz in the crowd, and I'm just super excited.
Well, and Avery Walma's here. Avery, one of our students, working for ESPN, doing NFL games, doing game day at Notre Dame. Avery, true pleasure to have you out here, buddy. Thank you for coming.
It's a little bit of a nice homecoming as, you know, the weather didn't really change from Arizona that much. It's still hot and, you know, get a little sunburn, but a little tan don't hurt.
And we also have, prior students. Chase Alber's here. He's worked for ESPN. He's at Ball State right now. He's running our street camera today. Rylie Dilts is here. She was our student of the year in our class last year. And Evie Yeaney's here. And current students, former students, just like this parade, a family community involvement.
Absolutely, and this is what the LaPorte Slicer Network is all about. If you haven't and you're watching this, subscribe to our channel. We want to put that out there, and I just want to thank the crew for volunteering their time today.
Yeah, and you say hit that like button, right? Smash that like button. We have over 2,000 subscribers now, which is an honor. We've reached up just close to 1 million views. So, I mean, it's growing, and we're very humble, and we're proud of it.
Yeah, and back when I was a freshman, I've been with this crew for now 5 years, and watching the growth and the graphics come in and just overall performance of the production and how it's come so far, it's awesome to watch. And, it's been amazing to be a part of and definitely amazing to call home.
And the last thing I want to say, and Mitchell, maybe you've done this already or you haven't, we definitely have the time. We want to thank our sponsors. And if you can run that video, that would be great. You already ran it? Okay, perfect. And we went out and the community responded very generously.
Yeah, we went out and got sponsors, and we have some great sponsors. We have like Burdine's Auto Body, Danny's Fireworks, and we'll mention them more throughout the broadcast. Just can't thank them enough. Thank them for the support.
Yeah, and Avery, even our friends in Michigan City, Jack Arnett steps in, with the LaPorte County Convention and Visitors Bureau, and you have, Super Bowl International coming up, a big community bond.
Yeah, and I've worked with Jack Arnett and Bill Heyman, who is working with me with that sponsorship, and, I've worked with them with Pop Warner, and they're very giving. They're great people. They give to the community, and they're not afraid to show it, and, they've got a big thing coming up as well with the Great Lakes Grand Prix, which is always fun to watch and entertaining in Michigan City. So it's awesome to have them on board as well.
All right, we're going to continue with our live coverage here, and I'm sure we're just moments away as the first exhibit comes through, and we're glad to have you with us. Thank you so much for joining us on the LaPorte Slicer Network. Frame them up, the kids. Tell me when you're ready. Rylie, frame up all the kids. The girls look into that camera. Wait until we're ready.
I'll say happy 4th of July on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Happy 4th of July, America, America.
Good job, girls. Thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate that. Awesome. Don Decker, that's what this parade is all about right there.
Oh, it's about the kids. It's about family. It's about coming together today, Don, to celebrate the 4th of July. Float number 1, of course, the American flag, presented by LaSalle Council, Potawatomi District Scouting, BSA.
That's a very
and
big flag.
And the fans cheering as they go by.
Got some scouts in there too.
You know, the original design of the flag was actually by Francis Hopkinson in 1777. A lot of people think it was Betsy Ross, but it was not. The original flag, 13 stars and 13 stripes. And of course, with the addition to Hawaii, the last adaptation was on July 4th, 1960.
Was the flag is that the one that had the big circle of stars?
That is correct. That was the first design.
Look at me knowing history.
When I see this, you guys, I just think about the history. You know, we all have families who've served, and those Vietnam veterans deserve all the respect and support we can get in this country.
Absolutely.
Vietnam Veterans Organization supports vets and families. They do provide adult daycare, and they do have support for soldiers who have Agent Orange issues. So they do a lot for not only vets, but the community. And here's our Grand Marshal, Charles Martin.
Mitchell.
You look at that Army truck over there. That's big. I mean, and it was honking the horn too. I mean, that's a big horn. And now we're gonna send it down to the floor with the Grand Marshal of the parade.
Hey, TV audience, good to see. I'm very proud to be here. Nice weather, and we are going to have a lot of fun. Enjoy this very much. Thank you very much.
Appreciate you being here. Thank you very much. Thank you.
And that was the Grand Marshal of the LaPorte 4th of July Parade.
He looks absolutely great. 91 years young.
He does look great. Standing. He's the only one sitting in that car.
Hey, Kerry. Good. How are you?
I mean, think about his life, and I'm sure you've already commented on it. The service, the dedication to this country.
Yes. Like I said before, he served in 4 different tours in 4 different locations. Belongs to many organizations here, VFW, American Legion, AMVETS, to name a few. And we're just proud to have him here. And he looks great.
And we got the first candy throwers of the parade. I mean, as a kid, that's what you come for, is the candy. I mean, the candy throwers was the best part sometimes.
No question. That never goes out of style. Decker, I do not
candy.
want to see you head diving on the concrete this
Well,
year.
Avery would if he didn't have the bad foot right now. I'm telling you, he's faster than I am.
I can fight for some candy.
And right there is Trudy Menke of the Kiwanis. I don't know if we can get a shot of her, Mitchell. She's in the golf cart right here. That's Trudy Menke. I think Evie's got her. Trudy Menke right there from Kiwanis.
Oh, what an outstanding job that she's done, and she's helped us tremendously. We cannot thank her enough. Next up is LaPorte County White Terror 276, another veterans organization. And again, we're going to see a lot of these vets organizations, and they do so much for the community, Don. We just can't thank them enough. And I'm so proud to have a military service that we do in America, the very best. You know, a lot of times I worry about things at night, but one thing I don't worry about is the protection that our military provides. I'm so proud of them. And we have the greatest men and women serving in the whole world.
And you know, Avery, just to add to that, you know, I'm never against us spending money on the military if we have to stay on top.
Yeah, and we have to stay on top, especially times right now. And if we suddenly kind of stop that, I would be concerned. But obviously with the new bill and everything, we're not going to stop. So, I mean, I feel protected no matter what. And, you know, it's nice to feel safe.
Well, we just had the American Legion post go by, and now these are the Guardian Riders. They support vets, less fortunate, and they're very big on POW MIA awareness. And just a reminder to everybody, they're having their Music Fest August 23rd at Fox Park, so don't forget about that.
We had a time at the South Bend Cubs game where we brought motorcycle riders on the field and everything. They went around home plate. I think it was on Memorial Day where they did the service too. It was actually really cool. It was like that stadium was pumping too. The engines were echoing off, and it was actually pretty sweet.
Check this out. Half of a VW Beetle turned into a motorcycle. Outstanding. That is really cool.
That's sweet. That's unique. And it's got a big stuffed animal in there. I mean,
I love that.
Fit.
Say hello to our live TV audience.
Hello, everybody. Happy 4th of July from the Garden Riders.
What do you guys do?
We do stuff for the vets, build ramps, help them out on money-wise and on-fortune. And we have a meeting every Wednesday of every month.
I'm jealous of that three-wheeler. Have a good parade, man.
Look at these drift cars.
Oh, outstanding shot. We have the Hoosier A's Model A Club.
Kind of the same driving pattern you see with Avery Walma on a Friday night after a football game.
Honestly, you're not wrong.
As my mom would say, cat in the drag. Downtown Lincolnway.
Our comment of the day so far has been, well, what's wrong with 83 and a 35?
Honestly, I did get pulled over probably 2 blocks down to the left side, kind of where the parade starts for going 64 and a 25.
All in a desire to get to Buffalo Wings as fast as he can.
Yeah, it was that. We were going to Wings and Tetra. It was after the LaPorte, Michigan City game.
Right here we have the Great Lakes Museum of Military History. And Don, you can see different vehicles here coming down the street, and they have lots of memorabilia there, and it's a great visit. You got to go there. I don't think I'm going to mess with that turret anytime soon.
You know, I kind of wonder if the things on the trucks or whatever, I guess they're called, work. Or if they're just there.
A turret?
Yeah.
There we have Mayor Tom Dermody come down the street. Don, you're going to go out and get a few words?
You know, Tom's done a great job with everything here in LaPorte, growing the city. We're going to
Tom, good to see you, brother. Say hello to our live TV audience.
Hey, everybody. What a place just to be here in LaPorte, capital for the day. It's a great parade, 30,000 or more. This is what makes LaPorte special.
Thank you, brother.
You too.
It's always great to get a piece of what he's got to say.
How you doing? Mayor Tom, awesome guy. Very supportive, supporting LaPorte Slicer Network as well.
Well, and he's a sponsor today. And here's one thing that really, you know what, transparency. I mean, the guy gives everybody his cell phone number. I mean, you can call him and talk to him. He's a very transparent mayor.
He's on Facebook more than Avery is.
That takes a lot.
I'd like to see the Snapchat contest. But
yeah, true. That is very true.
He is on Facebook all the time.
Hey, here we go. LaPorte City Band. Outstanding.
It's a nice jingle.
Don, LaPorte City Band, established in 1879, and it's the oldest continually running municipal band in the United States. There you go, LaPorte, another first.
Well, and you talk about the love of music, and you see this with our high school band that we're going to see later. These people are passionate about music.
Absolutely, especially the marching band. They've had a couple of state championships, and, it's always fun to see at a football game.
As they go by, Director Charles Steck. And just a reminder, you can see him every Wednesday night through August 6th at Fox Park. Hoosier A's Model A Club. Avery, is that your next vehicle?
If you see me rocking this whip, yeah.
Yeah, you kind of got a similar color there to the car that great color you have now. These are vehicles Model A's, like Don said.
It's got a better horn than mine. I'll tell you that right now. Mine is a little funky right now, but the honks are a lot better than mine.
Wow, the old version of a station wagon. That's awesome.
And of course, we have the state police coming in. Usually what happens to pull me over and ends up behind my car on any other state.
Avery, I won't ask you to talk about experiences that you see in your review mirror with flashing lights.
Yeah, this is calling back a ton of memories. So it's a nice flashback.
Well, the Indiana State Police is here to keep us safe more than just pulling Avery over on the road. They do such a fantastic job. They don't get enough credit.
They do. And, I tell them that every time I do get pulled over, thank you for your service and everything, because I know it's got to be a hard job, especially right now.
This is Indiana Department of Corrections E-Squad.
That siren has given me
I believe those
flashbacks.
are like drug-sniffing dogs. Is that correct?
They are, and if you've ever walked through an airport and had them there, we just had that experience. I'm sure you have. Where you have to walk past those dogs.
Oh,
Boy,
yeah.
dude, if you have something on you, you're in trouble.
Anytime you enter a new stadium or something like that, like a concert, you have dogs walking your line, sniffing your pockets, and if you have anything, you're cooked.
Here comes the LaPorte County Sheriff's Department. Now, you can see their booth out at the LaPorte County Fair. Speaking of that, it starts tomorrow, believe it or not.
That's head coach Epple in the white Charger with a couple of the football players. And not a lot of people know the head coach. He's an SRO as well, and he's an actual police officer. So it's kind of cool seeing him cruise down the streets.
Yeah, and I want to comment on that, Avery, in case anybody in our viewing audience, SRO is, our Slicer Resource Officer. He's actually in LaPorte High School every day, which I think, in today's America, he does a great job, and it's so critical for the safety of our students.
That was a great shot going by Mitchell, showing the LaPorte County Sheriff's Officers mounted posse, and a great close-up of one of the guys holding the American flag on the horse.
Looking at this EMS car, there's a baby dinosaur in the back. I mean, that thing is growling.
Jurassic.
Yeah. It's
LaPorte County EMS.
there's two of them. There's another one that's
incredible job they do.
Oh, yeah. I know a couple of my friends have needed EMS, and if I'm not careful, I'll need EMS pretty soon. But they're there when you need them, every time. And here comes the LaPorte City Police Department. I can't tell who's on the back. Oh, it's the safety pup for kids.
That's kind of sweet.
Outstanding.
Yeah, right there on our screen, the safety pup. Beautiful work.
Now we have several fire departments coming by, and we are going to shut our traps for a little bit, starting with Cool Spring, and we're just going to let them go by. Really quickly, we have 2025 Lake Fest coming up July 25th through 27th. For more information, visit their website. Just want to thank all the volunteer fire departments for all the work they do, not getting paid for anything, but keeping us safe.
Well, there's no question. And, you know, my mom was in the volunteer women's fire department at Springfield, and you're just right. They're selfless people who are trying to help others who are in need.
Absolutely. Here comes J&B West Roofing and Construction. Happy birthday, America.
Last year, you tackled me to get that Reese's cup.
I'm going to do it again here this year. Somebody left a Milky Way in the middle of the street there. I'm surprised she doesn't see that. Here comes Jim Pressel, running for state representative. How you doing, Jim? Doing well.
Jim, say hello to our live TV audience.
Hey, how's it going, live TV audience? Happy 4th of July. I don't know why you're at home watching this on TV when you should be here, but happy 4th of July to everybody.
Nice seeing you, sir.
Next, we have the state qualifiers for the LaPorte. For the LaPorte High School. And after that, we have the LaPorte High School Marching Band. Champions back in 2014 with the show that they had back then. I've been around this band for probably 4 years, and especially with my brother growing up in it. It's a great organization run by Matt Clark, who actually took over after Mr. Stisher took over.
You know, when you think about the time they put in, the championships, it's amazing. Let's listen.
Always a good tune. Again, the director for the LaPorte Marching Band, Joe Clark. Always fun to be around that group.
All right, we want to take a moment to thank some of our sponsors today that provided everything for our students coming out here today. Raymond and Spence Insurance, all of our friends there providing all your insurance needs. It's okay. Doolin Media, Tim Frankie, website, marketing, branding, just a great guy and a great person to work with. Doolin Media, Tim Frankie. We want to thank our friends at Monosol. And Mitchell, you can describe what they do the best.
They make, put me on the spot.
They make the outer casing for things like Tide Pod soap bars and soap pockets. They make that outer casing with a water solution that's incredible. Thank you to Monosol. And we want to thank our friends at LaPorte Economic Advancement Partnership. Bert and all of his team there, just leading this community in the right direction.
I just quickly mention that the Michigan Clowns lost one of their own, Pat Bowers, back in June, and our condolences goes out to that organization. They've done a great job for kids since June of 1986. It was established.
You know, Don, I appreciate that, and you know, I remember those people here very well, and the kids love those people.
Absolutely. Here comes the Slicer dance team. Always working hard, doing a great job.
Coming up next is the LaPorte Pop Warner. I mean, this is where it got my start. LaPorte Pop Warner is actually what started my broadcasting career. Much respect to them. I was their PA announcer for probably 6 or 7 years, and it was an honor to be around that amazing group. It was always fun. It was always nice showing up to the press box and getting on that mic and having a great time. It's a great group to be around, and you know, any problem that there is, it gets solved immediately. There's so much respect for that group.
I'm going to give a quick shout out to Andrew Pomeroy. I know his parents, and congratulations on their national championship.
Yeah, they had a couple great runs when I was with them going down to Florida competing for the Pop Warner Super Bowl several times.
Here comes number 39, and it's the LaPorte Slice baseball.
They've played in a couple pretty good tournaments, taken home a couple things of hardware, and always fun to see them on the field. I'm sure they've got a couple tournaments coming up in Michigan City and LaPorte.
I'm not big on the new cartoons, but this is Surf Pro of LaPorte and Porter County. Is that like Lilo or Stitch?
That's Stitch.
Thank you.
Stitch is great.
I'm working on it.
I like the real version better, but granted, I'm kind of like you. I'm not a big cartoon guy, but I could always go for some Stitch.
All right. Number 41, Kiwanis, and we can't talk enough about them. This is Come Grow With Us. And again, we'll thank Trudy Menke for all our hard work. Kiwanis is an organization that helps the world and children's lives. And if you want more information, if you want to volunteer, go to Kiwanis.org, and you can help them out.
You know, it's interesting you mentioned that, because we also have Give Kids the World as a sponsor for the parade, and same type of thing, granting kids with life-threatening illnesses their biggest wish. Meet John Cena. John Cena is actually one of the most popular wish people. But, you know, meet a movie star, throw the first pitch out at the Mets game, whatever it is. They grant those wishes for kids with life-threatening illnesses.
You know, if they had me throw out the first pitch at a White Sox game, they might have me start the game.
True. Avery, noted.
Noted.
We're just passing by the Edison Junior Senior High School Eagle Squadron marching band.
And we see here coming up is Dr. D. McDonald. Don, talk about him a little bit, if you can, for our viewing audience.
Well, you know, he's the president of Bethel University. And Avery, tell me a little bit more about him.
Yeah, and like we mentioned before, he was also the starting catcher for the 2000 state championship team for the LaPorte Slicers. And it's always nice to see a little homecoming. We're going to turn it down to the street for him.
Say hello to our live TV audience.
Hello from Bethel University.
Former LaPorte graduate,
That's
state
right.
champion baseball player.
Yep.
How is it for you to be out here sharing this with 60,000 people on this route?
It's exciting. It's humbling. Never thought I would be asked to ride in the parade on the back of a convertible, so it's awesome. Yeah.
What's your favorite part of the parade?
Oh man, the flyover is great.
Sends chills down my spine every year. Nice seeing you, sir.
Good to see you. Yeah. Thanks. Happy 4th.
There you go, Dr. D. McDonald. That's a nice car. That's a nice Camaro.
Is that your next vehicle, Avery?
It should have been my current vehicle, to be honest. It was either that or a Mustang or the Charger that I've got.
All right, number 44, LaPorte County Republican Party.
I've seen big elephants. Now that's a big elephant.
That is a huge elephant.
I get squished if that thing stepped on me.
They're giving out a lot of candy today. Where am I with my bag? There you go.
Well, it just got tossed to you.
Well, no, these children are much quicker than I am.
Oh, yeah. And much less crippled than I am.
For the moment.
For the moment. Give me a couple weeks.
That's right.
That's always been the best part sometimes, though, especially if you're a kid. You always wanted the beads thrown to you. You want the candy. And then you go home, you look at the candy that you have, and you realize this ain't the good stuff. And you go to Walmart and go buy a new bag.
Well, I've been to Walmart too many times buying new bags of candy lately, so I need to lay off of some of that. LaPorte County Swanson Center coming by.
Blossom some Taylor Swift. Can't go wrong with that.
Jamming.
Decker, you a Swiftie?
No, I'm a Pittsburgh Steelers fan.
Good
So
point.
I'm not a Swiftie.
Yep, nope, that makes sense.
Connie Grammarosa, for County Commissioner. Oh, let's remind everybody through the Swanson Center, the 2025 Run for Hope. You can register now, and it happens on September 13th, 8 a.m. start. It's at Nelson Park in Trail Creek. And there are sponsorship opportunities available. We touched on that at the beginning of our broadcast. And you can go to Run for Hope at swansoncenter.com or org, for more information.
Connie, say hello to our live viewing audience here today.
Well, hello, everybody, and I hope you're staying safe this 4th of July and that you're having a wonderful 3-day weekend. Thank you.
Thank you.
We have the South Central Rockettes varsity dance team. I thought you could dance like that, Don, at one time.
Listen to that ACDC. You can't beat that, brother.
Rocking and rolling, baby. All right, next up, IBEW Local 531, EWMC, RENEW Committee.
And Don, these are important local unions for our students that are in electricians. You can now take electrical classes in high school. You can take up through AK Smith. Then they move on to a union where they get to shadow real electricians and get good paying jobs here.
Yeah, as much as they do for Larson Danielson, holy smoke, they'll have a job forever.
Yeah, they will, and there's a lot of people in that program, and I can tell you it's a solid, great program for our students.
Okay, coming into your shot, we have the Orex Shrine Oriental Band. They started in Hammond, and they moved to Michigan City in 1981. And, of course, they help children, and they support Shriners Hospitals. Such a great job they do.
And, Don, I want to throw in a little note on that. You know, you talk about the helping of children. At those Shriner Hospitals, children with problems with their feet, they can't walk, they do anything, all surgeries are free. There's no cost to the family. That's what they provide. That's huge.
That is huge, and Avery, we can't thank them enough for all the work that they do.
Yeah, for sure, and it's a big help to the community.
Freemason making good men better. Their float along with the Orax. Number 50, LaPorte County Public Library Mobile Library.
What a job that LaPorte Library is doing, Avery. They now even have an audio media center. You can go do your own podcast. You can use cameras. You can make a T-shirt. You can do a quilt. That library is very, very strong.
Yeah, and that's basically a university at this point. I've seen that library put in a lot of things. I even saw at ASU, so.
I had to catch one of the bubbles.
Honestly, respect.
They do a great job. Like July 7th, they have a bookmobile and family story time. They do a lot of story times with kids and adults. It's great.
All right, Avery, you're our car aficionado. There's that, looks like a Corvette to me. That's raffled off today. $10 each, 6 for $50. Avery, go ahead, talk about it, bro.
You think I got any chance winning that car? I mean, hear me out. That thing is a beauty. It's one of those older cars, probably maybe 1971 Vet. So that thing can go. It's got a little bit of horsepower. It's got a little bit of zip, but it's also a convertible, obviously. So, I mean, hear me out. Just give me the car for free. I mean, I'll take it. That'd be great.
I mean, it's amazing, 1971, how contemporary that car still looks. It still looks cool.
Oh, it's fantastic.
Yeah, it looks like just a nice Corvette that you kind of see on the street, especially like on a cruise night.
Here comes the... Hi, Abby. How are you?
Decker again with his own private crew, bringing candy right to his feet.
It's one of my favorite Polish Falcons members, Abby. Hey, I just want to make a shout out real quick. They do the Shriners Breakfast and donate to them every 4th of July morning, so just a shout out to them.
A little bit of shout out to the LaPorte County Convention and Visitors Bureau though, but put on the sunscreen. It's let's head to the beach because the summer has hit and the boats are in the water. The LCCVB is the host of several different events in the LaPorte, Michigan City area. In early August, they send the Michigan City into a racing frenzy. They drop the green flag for the Great Lakes Grand Prix. Be there, get ready to watch some speed in the water with the LaPorte County Convention and Visitors Bureau, a proud sponsor of the LaPorte Slicer Network.
I don't think I can get him for an interview, but I want to shout out to Isaac Blue, who's in the blue Hawaiian shirt. They're starting up Blue Flower Farms, Blue Family Farms, and you can go out there August 1st and 2nd. Just want to remind everybody of that.
I live enough in the country where I could see this on my road right off of Vail or something like that. And, sometimes it's fun, but sometimes when you're trying to get somewhere, it's hard to be behind.
Just to remind, their address is 5177 East, 350 North in Rolling Prairie. Again, August 1st and 2nd. I drove a tractor out at Garwood's. I got to drive the people around the fruit farm. It was great. I love it.
That's cool. That's a sick job.
I get that thing up to 20 miles an hour, baby. You know, a lot of these tractors belong to all the local farmers, and we can't say enough good things about them because without them farming, we don't eat.
I love it, dude, when you got the dad, the father, and the son, and that little guy's on that tractor, and this is family time, and it's just a beautiful thing.
Avery, maybe we'll put you on a tractor to slow you down just a little bit.
I feel like that would be slowing me down too much.
This is true.
If I tried to take a tractor on 94, I would be in trouble. I'd still be trying to drive and make bold moves and try to make cuts here and there, going 20 miles per hour where everyone's going 60.
You would. If you're out Garwoods, you could take those turns. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So let's enjoy the parade a little bit and get to some of our sponsors.
All right, we want to thank Caritas Clothing and Lettering, Jan Shaw, providing everything that you need in LaPorte. Our friends at Big B Coffee with locations in LaPorte and Westville. You could stop on the parade route and visit them today. Our thanks to Big B. The LaPorte County Convention and Visitors Bureau, Jack Arnett. Of course, the Superboat International race coming up there late July 30th through August 3rd. Fantastic family event. And let's not forget Burdine Auto Body. They do everything in auto body repair. Our special thanks to Burdine Auto Body.
Now we have Rumley Alice Chalmers, LaPorte Heritage Center, going by. Another tractor and some more heavy farm equipment.
At Rumley Alice Chalmers Heritage Center is a 501c3 nonprofit serving the community.
Coming up, there is, well, I think they might have already had their antique tractor show. Nope, this is for next year already. June 26, 28, 2026, an antique tractor show at the LaPorte Heritage Center. Don, we're already over halfway. It's hard to believe.
Well, it's running amazingly smooth this year. Smoothly. I mean, it's really, there hasn't been a lull in the parade yet. It's very well run.
Yeah, but we might want to knock on wood, but yeah, it's like I definitely can tell a difference. I don't know whether it gets backed up maybe in the city usually, and we're really at the start, but hey, I'll take it.
Here comes EPAC Machinery's float. That's very nice.
EPAC is a sponsor of the Kiwanis Parade. They're a very fine company and a very generous group in our community with sponsorships.
That's got a chance to win best float, if you ask me.
Well, that is really special.
Hey, look at the big ice cream cone coming down the street. I thought you were buying me an ice cream later, Don. Actually, frozen yogurt. I should correct myself there.
We're going to say hi to you on TV. We're doing it live. Say hello to our community in
How
LaPorte.
you doing? Welcome to Delicious from LaPorte. We love you guys. Thank you for all your support over the years. We appreciate you.
Culver's doing a tremendous job here. Had to say hi. I believe his name is Tim, but yeah, Culver's doing a great job here.
Again, we just have Kiwanis Club of LaPorte support youth sports. And now the Michigan City High School Marching Wolves, the Wolf Pack.
I'm really liking their flags. That's pretty cool. They sound great too. You know, it's really hard for a marching band. Usually you have to give up the whole summer. Maybe you have to go to marching camp or band camp or whatever. And, you know, it's tough. It's synchronized.
It's hard, hot work, but very rewarding for these kids. I think they work harder than the football team, if you ask me.
Well, they're out there, dude. We drive by that, all time during school. They're out. That band is out in that parking lot. It seems like 24/7.
Yeah, and it's definitely a grind for the marching band because not only you have to perform on Friday nights, look good for that crowd, but you also have to perform on the Saturday for the competitions.
And now, one of our grand marshals, president founder of the Unity Foundation of LaPorte County, Maggie Sparts. I think Don Varda's going to get a couple of words with her.
It's a nice car that she's in. It's a great setup for her.
Maggie, say hello to our LaPorte audience.
Hey everybody, it's a great day to be in LaPorte.
Maggie, what an honor for you. And I remember when Unity started. I remember those days when you were with the group. What a tremendous job you guys have done for this community, our students, grants, scholarships.
Millions of dollars right here in the community. So it's such an honor to be here and to be a parade marshal.
Thank you so much.
Coming up next is the boat races here in Michigan City. They'll happen July 28th through August 3rd. One of our sponsors is hosting that, the LaPorte County Convention and Visitors Bureau. When you put on the sunscreen, head to the beach. It's going to be a great weekend of racing in Michigan City, some powerful boats, and, it'll be awesome to watch at Lake Michigan. And again, that's really hosted by LaPorte County Convention and Visitors Bureau, a proud sponsor of LaPorte Slicer Network.
Speaking of boats, here comes Logan's Heroes. That looks like it could go really fast. I've seen the boat races. They're outstanding. Those boats fly through the water.
Yeah, they do. They just jump off that water. As long as their engine's in the water, they're going.
We have Cable and Ace. I can't believe it. 113 years in this community. Amazing.
It really is, and they do a tremendous job. And I just want to touch on Superboat International. We actually directed that entire race one year with 5 people down a 2-mile radius of Lake Michigan. I was in the water with the water up to my neck when the boats were on the turns. What an incredible event. And Avery, you touched on it. I mean, they've turned that into a complete community event. They've got a market. They've got food all week. They've got visitors. Unbelievable.
Yeah, I used to have some family that would sell stuff there. They have great vendors. And, I've been around that kind of my whole life. But what they do, they've got a big boat parade. They take all the boats on the trailers and with their teams and everything and go down the street. People line the streets up for that race. And that's basically the pre-race ceremony.
All right, we want to thank our friends at Fankers Furniture right here on Lincolnway in LaPorte. Paul, appreciate your sponsorship. They have a tremendous inventory, Fankers Furniture. And we also want to thank Danny's Fireworks, LaPorte owned, USA, tremendous location. Everybody can get their fireworks right here on Lincolnway. Thank you to Danny's Fireworks. Shaw Friedman and Friedman and Associates, strong sponsors of our athletic programs at LaPorte and sponsoring our student media program here. Friedman and Associates, our thank you to Shaw Friedman. And a whole world of good. Thank you, we're good. So this is a beautiful boutique, apothecary, mercantile, craft coffee house with a free community space open to all who need a treat or a pick-me-up or a new outfit, a gift, just a place to put up your feet and have some peace.
Next float we have is Calvary Baptist Church over on I Street. Their Vacation Bible School is July 28th through August 1st. It looks like they're giving out much needed water.
Temperature did rise a little bit here. We're sitting under a tree in the shade a little bit. I can only imagine how it feels in the sun.
Well, somebody's sitting down in the shade in the tree a little bit.
Good point.
Well, it has been pretty comfortable, overcast skies, but nothing dampening the parade today. Well, we do have a small gap in the parade, and I think Don's going to go with some sponsors here.
Yep. All right, we want to thank our friends at Apex Muffler and Brake Auto Repair Shop. They do transmissions, they do alignments, they do everything at Apex. And our friend Tom Dermody, the LaPorte mayor. We interviewed Tom earlier in the broadcast. Our special thanks to Tom for supporting the LaPorte Slicer Network. And lastly, we want to thank our friends at Hawkins Print Shop. Greg Hawkins, we interviewed him earlier. You probably showed that interview. Just tremendous support for everything LaPorte. And we want to thank our friends at Give Kids the World Village. They help kids with terminal illnesses get to make a wish. It's a wonderful community. We volunteered there. Our kids have been there. Give Kids the World Village, Florida.
And next up, we have the LaPorte High School cheerleaders. You know, 4 or 7 of those students, they were in the top 10% of their class, so congratulations to them. And the whole squad does a great job. Hey, Don, when do we start out our coverage of LaPorte Slicer football?
I'm so excited about it. And, you know, when you see the pom-pom team, the cheerleaders, the band, it's just so much fun at LaPorte.
Oh, it's a blast. I can't wait to start doing some broadcasts with you, Don. And, you know, it comes quick, middle of next month. Next up, the Girl Scouts Community 204. A lot of Girl Scouts on the floor. Happy 4th of July.
Are you a Girl Scout cookie monster?
I'm a cookie monster. What's your favorite?
I'm not.
Oh,
I'm not a Girl Scout.
No. Thin
not
mints.
No.
Thin
You lost me at
mints.
the mint.
Thin
Why
mints.
does it have to be thin?
Because they're good that way. They're tasty. I like Girl Scout cookies myself. Next up's QCC air duct cleaning. Some of the gals giving out more candy. got a little spritz in there, the hose.
I don't really know if that was a little.
Next up, LaPorte Municipal Airport. Now, every year, they have aviation camp out there, which my sons were a part of a few years ago. They do a terrific job. As a matter of fact, their uncle presented them, and he was one of the speakers there, and he brought the F-35 helmet. Now, that might not sound like much, but the technology in that is over 6 figures, so it was pretty cool to see. Now we have Arts in the Park. They're every Thursday up through August. Many different acts out there. It's so much fun to go out there, get a lawn chair and just chill out and listen to some great music.
Yeah, I know a couple of people who help with the raffle over there. It seems like a great environment.
It is, and they also display artwork, and they have classes for kids and poetry out there, so a little bit more than music.
Coming up next is Horizon Bank with probably the most bubbles we've seen all day so far.
Between that and the library, lots of bubbles.
It's a nice jam that they're playing. I don't remember the name of the song.
Having a good time, jamming along.
Of course, it's something about money as the song kind of seems fitting.
I like that. A bank has a song about money. Love it.
Sounds about right. I feel like I'm still in a bubble swarm. I'm gonna start chasing it like a cat. Coming up next is the Taekwondo. It's the ATA Leadership Material or Martial Arts. And actually, I kind of have a history with these guys. When I was very young, got up to maybe, I think it was either green or blue belt. I'm not entirely sure. But it's pretty sweet. They have a great organization. It's a good leadership program for younger kids and everything. And, you know, not only that, it's fun.
It's a great discipline to be a part of. And Eldridge's has been around for a long time. We are on number 70 of 103 this year. We have a good time, but these parades fly by.
I've never seen one move faster than this year. This has been incredible.
This has been very quick.
It's definitely been a great pace. Been a great pace. There's a couple gaps here and there, but I think...
No, not a lot. It's been great. I'd say go out there and break a board with your foot, but you already broke your foot, so don't try it.
It can't get any more broken.
That's true.
That was a nice welcome home from Arizona, though. You come home, hey, you got to have surgery on your Achilles. Oh, thanks. Appreciate it.
Don, I can't see what we got up next. Central Midwest Carpenters coming up next. The American Eagle on the top, the float. United Brotherhood of Carpenters. Joiners of America. And thank you for using local union carpenters.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of jealous of their speakers. And their board, that's pretty sweet. Nice LED board on the back of the truck.
Next up is one of my favorite volunteer organizations. I have many, but Meals on Wheels provide a great service for the community and surrounding area, bringing meals to the elderly who can't get out. But it's a little bit more than that. When you take them a meal, you get in a nice conversation with them. It provides them some kinship, some friendship, and they make friends. So it's a huge organization. Now,
I appreciate you talking about that, Don, because that's exactly what they do. And for senior citizens, they don't get to talk to people a lot. And it's more than the food, which is obviously huge. But I appreciate your comments on that because I'm involved with it. I see it happening with my in-laws. It's a beautiful service.
It is. It provides companionship for them. Companionship, food, and compassion. We just saw Pioneerland go by, which I visit every year at the fair. Oh, by the way, the fair starts tomorrow. Unbelievable how quick that is.
Feels like yesterday was June.
Ah, here's something you can drive, Avery. Bigfoot.
So hear me out.
We should mention too, the Slicer Network will be out at the fair this year doing several of the 4-H programs for the kids with animals.
Yeah, and that's going to be a fun production, and it's going to be great to be a part of that too. And starting actually today, it's like 7 days in a row with a production, so can't complain with that lifestyle.
Monsters full throttle coming our way. LaPorte County Fair.
Very cool.
50 years of Bigfoot. Hard to believe.
I will say, that's going to be really hard to get in with 1 foot.
Are we going to see those tires on an Avery Walma car in the future? That's the question here. There they are. They're bigger than our cars. Is that coming?
It is. Well, right behind them, I think we have the LaPorte Fair Queen.
Can I just take the
2025
truck?
Queen and contestant. Sorry, Avery.
Can I just take the truck? I mean, I'll just drive the truck. You don't have to put any wheels on or anything. Take the truck.
And then next up, we have the LaPorte County 4-H Horse and Pony EX Riders Drill Team.
Boy, what a nice job they're doing, Don.
Oh, fantastic. Horses dressed in USA gear and saddle and the American flags. I like the blue hats, lack of a better term, since I'm not equestrian.
I like the height. I like the little highlight on the horses, too. A little red, white, and blue on the horses. A little glitter there. That's beautiful.
I love it, and you'll see them out at the fairgrounds.
Little Bruno Mars action on the speaker.
Next, we have Lions Paws for Support, celebrating 10 years of emotional and financial support of veterans. emotional support for animals, grocery assistance, Mill Creek Community Lions Club, and much, much more. Don't forget about Paddle Fest July 19th out at Fish Lake. There's the lion. Courage, I tell you.
If you're just joining us, this is the LaPorte Slicer Network's presentation of the Kiwanis 2025 parade. Don Varda with Don Decker and Avery Walma calling the parade today. Evie, Yeaney, Chase, Alber, and Rylie Dilts are our camera operators. Mitchell Moss is our director today. Guys, this overcast weather, this beautiful weather we've been blessed with, I mean, it's so nice.
Yeah, there's a nice breeze coming in, and unlike other sweltering 4th of July parades, it's a refreshing and welcome change.
We definitely lucked out. I will say that, especially say if the days were switched with yesterday's weather was today, I think we'd be talking a little bit of a different story, because I'm definitely feeling it after a couple sunburns, but you know, it's definitely been great.
Just quickly, a shout out to scholarship recipients Caitlin Morrison, Faith Spain, and Paul Ree Kuchar.
Faith Spain, a student that I know at the high school, cross-country champion, great runner, great human being, won the Susan Heminger Award from the Unity Foundation.
That's outstanding. Here goes by the MTM Realtors from Long Beach, LaPorte County Democrats going through your screen. Always wanted to learn how to make these balloons. That would be fun. Maybe I could find a side gig of some kind. There we see a very nice float from the LaPorte County Democrats.
What animal is that?
Donkey.
That's kind of cool.
It's very
Not gonna
cool.
lie.
American flag.
That is a sweet American flag.
Got a shot at best float of the parade, I think.
I don't know. We've had some really good ones.
We really have.
There's no bubbles on this one. That's what this needed.
Well, yeah, well,
I
that might make all the difference, right?
I know.
That sways our vote.
Granted, every float needs bubbles. Apparently. I guess that's this year's theme.
Right. You did mention the theme this year, correct?
We got to keep this perimeter. You okay? God.
I don't know if we mentioned this or not, Don, but you do know that for the 79th consecutive year, we are Indiana's capital of the day, decreed by the governor of the state of Indiana. You know, this parade means as much to LaPorte as, let's say, the Indy 500 means to Indianapolis. That is my comparison.
Yeah.
Oh, there's no question about it. I mean, you know, we talked about it earlier in the broadcast. There's 60,000 people along Lincolnway right now.
There's probably people that travel from like Fort Wayne or something like that, even from Chicago, that comes here. I mean, again, there were spots being taken up at 4 a.m. yesterday. That's more than 24 hours. I mean,
well,
that's almost 36.
My guess is 60,000 now is probably a conservative number. This has grown exponentially year by year. 10 times more people than at a White Sox game, that's for sure.
Depends on the season.
Decker's a loyal fan, isn't he? He just
know.
hangs with them.
Yep, he just hangs with them. It's nice being on the north side.
Very convenient to go to one of their games, though. I'll give you that, Decker. Very convenient.
I've been to one, and it was fun, except for a 13-1 loss. Anyway, let's get back to the parade.
It's been great. It's been great being over there and being easy to get there because the tickets are cheap. Don't look at the standings.
Right.
But there's a clue why.
Well, a lot of loyal fans, and here comes Helmet Aerospace with some unicyclists, and I'm not going to try that anytime soon.
Fascinating company here in LaPorte, one of our biggest employers, one of our biggest companies. You know, they make airplane parts. They start with a mold, and it goes through an entire process. Engine products, fastening systems, everything, Don. An impressive global company.
You know, I have worked there. My sisters worked there. My dad worked there, and my mom has worked there. It's a staple for me and my family personally. That's how I could grow up, because my mom and dad made money from that company, and I'm super happy about it, and I'm proud to have them part of the community.
Coming up next after that is the New Prairie Marching Band, the Marching Cougars, the sound of Cougar pride. You know, a little bit of history with New Prairie. I have a girlfriend and my dad actually went to New Prairie, so it's a little nice over there. So it's a nice school, 5 minutes down the road from actually my house, and it's always fun to see, whether it's in LaPorte or New Prairie, always fun to see the county rivalry between
It
LaPorte
certainly is,
and
and
New
my
Prairie.
boys, Neiman and Niles, swam for New Prairie High School and did such a great job, and they have so many good coaches out there now, and, you know, they have improved. The school has gotten bigger, and, well, let's listen to the band for a minute. Don, I haven't looked at the schedule, but I think that New Prairie opens up against LaPorte. I might be wrong on that, but I'm not sure. I got to take a look.
I'm not sure yet either, Don, but you're exactly right about the matchup. That's the matchup. We just don't know where and when it is yet.
It is usually week one of the matchup, or week one of the season.
August 22nd.
August 22nd.
Mitchell Moss on the spot, director, and all over everything today. He's done such a great job, as long as, and for our camera crew has done such a great job too today. Thank them, and we'll thank them again here at the end of the broadcast. Here comes the New York Blower Company. Hey, I worked there for a summer.
Did you actually?
I did. I was in Utility 50. So I would wire brush all the big blower fans, and then I'd also be put in the wash bay. Hard work, but a good summer job.
Noted.
Again, another staple of this community. New York Blower's been here a long, long time. Here comes a flow for Jimmy Pressel, LaPorte County Council. Fly like an eagle. To the sea, maybe? Little
I have no
Steve
idea.
Miller reference. You might be too young for that, Avery.
Nope. 05 was my year. Anything beside that, I'm in trouble.
Next up, Summers Plumbing and Heating and Cooling. Extremely important in this heat to have that air conditioner working properly.
Not only to have that AC pumping and everything cooling down, but a nice Arby mozzarella sticks.
You're going to laugh at this. I had Arby's last night.
Did you actually?
I did.
That's
I went
amazing.
through the drive-thru last night.
I had no idea they were going to be in the parade, but there they are.
Either. But
that's amazing.
I can tell you what, those curly fries were in my belly. I'll tell you that right now.
Instead of candy, they should be throwing out like mozzarella sticks or something. I'd be all about that.
I'll hobble. Roast beef sandwich,
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I'll hobble out there to go get some. I mean,
I know you would.
They top fast food mozzarella sticks. Of course, Varda's getting the coupons.
So here comes right now the Special Olympics of LaPorte County, and they mean a lot to us. If you want to volunteer, contact Becky Hardesty for more information. And, you know, they do such a good job, and we have a lot of great athletes. Another great float. Here comes LaPorte Community Federal Credit Union, and they've been established here since 1937. And, you know, it might surprise a lot of people, but being around for so many years, you know, there's a lot of businesses established for a long, long time here in the city of LaPorte.
Well, there really is. I mean, look at Fanker's Furniture. They're here 140 years. This is a family business. It started, you know, back in 1933 or whatever it was, 1830. 140 years they've been in business in LaPorte.
Yeah, since I think it was 1885 or something like that. You know, they're a staple of our community. They do such a good job. You got to go in there. They got a lot of sales going on.
And they have a great inventory too, Don, and they're very good people, you know. And when you talk about the Hawkins, you talk about the Tim Frankies, you talk about the Spences, you talk about, you know, the different Brent Raymond of Raymond and Spence Insurance. Kids are superstar athletes. His son Cole runs at Indiana University. I mean, just the integrity and morality and decency of these families and these businesses.
Absolutely, and they give back to the community too, a lot. So we can't thank all of them enough for what they do. Here comes ASM Mechanical, number 88. Getting closer to the end, Don. We only have like 15 to go. Hard to believe. Number 89, Mangled Axles Jeep Crew. There's a heck of a lot of Jeeps.
There's a ton of Jeeps.
Comes one right in front of us. It says Patriot on it.
Nice and decked out.
Yep, all of them decked out, most of them with the American flags and USA garb.
I will say, driving in the parade, it'd probably feel like you're driving the same pace as LA traffic. I mean, it's not as congested.
Was
you're
that
probably,
like I-5 out in California?
I have no idea. I think it's
Pacific Coast Highway, something.
I think it's 10, I-10. You take I-10 all the way from Phoenix. And it gets a little congested.
Ready? We're coming to get you, dude. You want to sit? You can sit down.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. Okay. Hey, just with the family here. Were the brats made? How are you guys enjoying? How are you enjoying the parade?
We're absolutely having a great time. Everybody here. We did regular brats. We did apple brats, mushroom and Swiss, and jambalaya brats, as well as hot dogs.
What time do you want me over after the cookout?
Anytime you want. We still have some left over.
What do you enjoy the most about the parade?
Watching my kids get candy and enjoying all the floats like I did as a kid.
Can you guys look into that camera and say Happy 4th of July on 3? Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Happy 4th of July!
Thank you, guys.
Yeah, just since we got a moment here, let's thank our crew again, Don. Just an outstanding job today, and everybody volunteering their time.
Yeah, let's go over him a little bit. Chase Alber over there running the camera. He's a sophomore at Ball State University, majoring in telecom, radio, TV, media. He did tell me he wants to go to California and try the film thing. Let's talk about Rylie Dilts. She's on a camera. She was our student of the year in interactive media last year. Tremendous job. I mean, the things she did were way outside of the box she had to do. Super job. Evie Yeaney's here. Major fan of agriculture, major fan of writing, major fan of animals. Just a sweet person. Great job. Avery Walma's here. Avery Walma's probably the most accomplished student we've ever had in the program. He's done NFL, ESPN. He's incredibly reliable, incredible at keeping his word. 7 a.m. call time, dude. He was here with me at 7 a.m. and the guy's got just coming off a surgery on his foot. He comes out here. He's on crutches. Tremendous job. And Mitchell Moss, of course, a former student. He's directing the program today, giving you all those shots that the camera operators are providing. Mitchell, of course, is a professional at Valparaiso University with their media group. A very skilled guy, not only with video equipment, but with the internet, IT routers, and all that other stuff that you and I don't know how they work.
Right.
And Don Decker, you're here, brother. We've been announcing basketball, football parades for 25, 30 years, and I'm sincerely grateful to have you here with your knowledge of the community, your knowledge of these exhibitors, and bro, it's just a pleasure to have you here, and I mean that truthfully.
Well, it's a pleasure to be here with you, Don, and it's an absolute blessing to do these. And I always have to pinch myself as, what have I done for the community? And how many people have announced a parade? Well, not many. And I have been truly blessed to work with you and our whole crew. I have a ball doing this every year.
Add a little bit of rock to that and get a Dropkick Murphys.
I'll tell you what, these kids do not have to worry about candy and a sweet tooth today. Parents going to have their kids crashing about 5 this afternoon.
The dental offices will be in good business.
For sure.
They will be busy Monday morning. Here comes the Right to Life of Northwest Indiana. We're jamming again here out the 4th of July parade, downtown LaPorte. Next we have Coates Racing, Andrew Coates from LaPorte. A nice hot rod on the back. The 01.
It's a nice NASCAR. Or it's not a NASCAR, but a nice race car. Sounds like it's got a good engine on it and everything like that, so.
Okay, Avery, drive that.
Okay.
I know you would.
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
You don't have to ask me twice to drive that.
We need to get you out in a race car and drive around Talladega once or twice.
Please.
2.66 miles of fun for you.
Let's get that going sooner than later.
That actually might be your calling, Walma. You do it anyway. Why not get paid?
That's
yeah,
right.
low key. I just need a car. I don't want to pay for the car.
Well, well,
I don't care if I get flipped.
you have
I
to
don't
be a
want to pay
good
for the
driver in
damages.
order to get the good equipment.
I could see him zipping around an Indy track at 234 miles an hour, feeling very calm while he does it.
All right, here comes Chaotic Empire. Woo! Have you ever been in a hot air balloon? This is Remax, by the way. I have never. I'd like to try it.
You know, that doesn't feel great on the sunburns.
I think it'd be cool going up in a hot air balloon myself.
It is. It is pretty sweet. You know, there's enough fire trucks. If things go wrong, then all they got to do is circle around the parade, and we've got it covered.
We are the champions, LaPorte Bombers. 12U League and tournament champions going by. They got We Are the Champions by Queen playing.
It's a classic.
Definitely.
I've had a couple good memories of that song being played in a stadium, and sometimes it's not so great watching it on TV because it's either away or you lost.
AM 80. Here's the Michiana Renaissance Festival. We're going to get you to walk the plank, but you got a bad foot, so you're just going to have to hop off.
I can hop. It's fine. I've been hopping all day. I mean, granted, during our little pre-parade, I was standing on one foot the whole time, so that was quite interesting.
Now, they have the Renaissance Festival August 23rd and 24th. So it's www.michianainfest.com. You'll have to Google that. I probably said that wrong.
I think you got it. It's just that N fest that was tricky. It was just the letter N. I think you got it, buddy.
Okay. All right. We got the Door Village Harvest Festival. That's going to be coming up September 6th and 7th, and that is always a fun time.
It really is, and it's right in our neighborhood. It's a beautiful time. Families walking together, saying hi to each other, a bunch of exhibits, and, you know, they have everything there. Entertainment, great fun at Door Village.
Got exhibits, tours, music, entertainment. All right, getting closer to him. Niles Scream Park. I've been up there a few times. That's a blast. Yeah, I thought I'd never come out of the corn maze myself. I mean, holy smoke. I made my way out eventually.
All right, we're going to get these guys to say Happy 4th of July into the camera. We're going to get this group.
Coming up after the screen part is the LifeWise Academy. I've kind of seen this bus kind of sitting in parking lots wondering
Get
what's
you on
going to
live
happen.
TV. We just want you to say Happy 4th on the count of 3. This is
Academy
the what group are you
Bible
with?
education
Niles Green Park.
On the count of 3, ready? 1,
Happy
4th of July, Screenport. Thank you, guys. Appreciate you. All right, buddy.
You know, LifeWise is like, I figured they were going to be in some type of parade because I've seen this bus a lot more, and I have not seen it until this year.
If you need more information, just contact lifewise.org. Again, Bible education during school hours.
Four more things to go. Coming up next, it's the Bennett's Uptown Shoppies Hoosier Travel LLC.
Now coming up, number 100, Bennett's Uptown Shops and Hoosier Travel. You can sign up now for the 2026 National Treasures Tour. Man, you can go a lot of different places. Philadelphia, Gettysburg, D.C., and the New York 911 Memorial Museum. I always want to go see that. That's June 8th and 15th. That's next year, 2026. For more information, go HoosierTravel@gmail.com.
All right, guys, I'm hopping on board. Say hello to everybody. We're live broadcasting the parade.
Hey, thank you for having us. This has been a great parade.
It's been beautiful weather, hasn't it?
Beautiful weather, beautiful weather.
Tell us about all the things you're doing quickly on that Uptown Shop.
Hey, well, Uptown Shops, we've been open now 6 years. I'm also promoting my Washington, D.C. trip for the Big 250 next year. Like that, so come and see us.
Nice seeing you, sir.
2026 National Treasures Tour, June 8th through 15th, 2026. Don, like I was saying, I always wanted to see the New York 911 Memorial Museum. That would be outstanding.
I do too, and I'm glad you mentioned that. We've talked about going to the U.S. Open tennis in New York City, you know, in Flushing Meadows, but I really want to see that too.
I do.
Did you see the remote exhibit of it at Blue Chip in the parking lot?
I did not.
I went to that. That was incredible.
I do want to see the real thing in New York City. You know, I've never been to New York.
I have not. It's the only big city that I want to go to that I haven't. Have you been there, Avery?
Where?
New York City?
Yep. It's awesome. I love that place. I could live there.
Yeah.
I think I'm probably going back in October for a work thing, so.
I'd love to see all the sights, Empire State Building. I'd love to go to Yankee Stadium and watch the White Sox lose to the Bronx Bombers.
Yep.
But that's one of the stadiums you got to go to.
Yankee Stadium says it's beautiful. It's really nice.
And I want to go to a game at Boston, you know, at Boston Red Sox home game.
Fenway.
Wouldn't that be fun?
That'd be great.
I've been to Madison Square Garden and Yankee Stadium, and those are probably one of my top two on the list.
This is no kidding. I had a little trip planned for 2020. The Sox were going to Boston, but COVID got in the way of that. That was the opening weekend.
I love to see the Green Monster.
Well, we're getting toward the end now. We got Dumpster Dude coming up. Dumpster Dudes. Well, Avery, it's been a pleasure. This is the end of it. Waste management, the very last float.
Okay, great. We're here again to wrap up this terrific 2025 parade put on by Kiwanis. Special thank you to Hawkins again, to Kiwanis, all of our sponsors. Guys, great seeing you. Your reflections on the day.
You know what? Another great parade, and I just love all the people out here. The floats were great. The people are great. It's such a great thing for the city. Just so proud to be part of it and proud to be part of this crew.
And Avery, what was your takeaway today?
You know, it's nice to see people come together again, especially with times right now. And I feel like a lot of people it's just something that people need right now is people to come together. There's no fighting. There's no sides. Right now, today, it's America's birthday. And you know what? It's great to celebrate. It's a great city. And it's awesome to be here.
I want to thank our crew again. Mitchell Moss directed the program. Our camera operators were Rylie, Dilts, Chase Alber, and Evie, Yeaney. And, of course, Avery, Walma, and Don Decker. I'm Don Varda. Real heartfelt thanks to all of our sponsors who promoted our local media program, which all of these people here have been a part of, former students, current students, past students. We hope you enjoyed our coverage of the parade today. Have a great 4th. Nice, thank you.
Excellent.
July Parade is sponsored by Raymond & Spence Insurance, Duneland Media, Monosol, LaPorte Economic Advancement Partnership, Caritas Clothing and Lettering, Big B Coffee, LaPorte County Convention and Visitors Bureau, Verdine Auto Body, Fankers Furniture, Danny's Fireworks, Friedman and Associates, A Whole World of Good, Apex Muffler and Brake Auto Repair Shop, Mayor Tom Dermody, Hawkins Print Shop, and Give Kids the World.